Hi, I'm Chef Rebecca Peizer from the Culinary Institute of America at Greystone, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Meyer lemon buttermilk panna cotta with a spiced California grape compote. I have here some cream, about 8 ounces of cream, which I'm going to heat up with sugar and some Meyer lemon zest. Meyer lemon is a lemon that is a little bit sweeter than a regular lemon. It's a cross with an orange, and it has beautiful zest and juice, which makes it a natural for desserts and for pairing with grapes. We're going to heat this up and dissolve that sugar. And while that's happening, I want to talk to you about how we're going to set the panna cotta. The panna cotta is set with gelatin. And gelatin needs to be soaked in cold water for a few minutes before it can be used. And then what we're going to do with that is squeeze out all of the excess moisture so that we don't alter the ratio of liquid and gelatin, and that these panna cottas will set properly. Another component to this dish is going to be roasted red grapes in with the spiced compote. The red grapes must be taken off the stem and then simply put into a 400-degree oven. So when we pull the grapes out of the oven after 10 minutes, we're looking for them to look slightly blistered, as well as some of them to burst open just a bit. That will have concentrated a lot of the sugar and the flavor and made these grapes taste amazing with this compote. So we've dissolved our cream and our sugar and our lemon zest here. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to add my buttermilk. The remainder of my cream, lemon juice, and then squeeze out the excess water from our gelatin. And then add that to the pot. That should take a short period of time to completely dissolve. It's important to stir as you are trying to dissolve that gelatin, just to make sure that it doesn't fall completely to the bottom. Once you see that there are no more sheets of gelatin showing, you can transfer your mixture for the panna cotta into a pitcher for easy pouring into our molds. We fill these ramekins almost all the way to the top, and there's no need to coat these with fat in order to unmold them. This recipe makes 12 portions. I'm going to fill 6 ramekins. And one last step with these panna cottas is to gently tap each of the ramekins to remove any air bubbles so that you have a solid panna cotta with no holes in it. This should be chilled for several hours or overnight for the best results. Let's move on to our spiced grape compote. We're going to make this compote with black grapes. What goes into this compote is some balsamic vinegar, some black pepper, some ground cardamom, ground allspice, cinnamon, a little bit of orange zest, and a pinch of salt, and some honey. I'm going to bring this mixture to a boil to allow the honey to dissolve and the spices to infuse their flavor into the vinegar. I'm going to add just a little bit of water to help that along. And for this preparation, we've also soaked 3 sheets of gelatin. That's going to help give this compote a little bit of body, especially since we're going to be straining the mixture once it gets pureed. When our compote mixture comes to a boil, turn it off. I'm going to strain out the orange zest before blending because I don't want it to infuse too much flavor. Just by sense of heating it up, it's going to give us just the amount of orange flavor that we want. I'm going to add my black grapes. And we're going to puree this nice and smooth. And as you can see, the skins of those black grapes lent a lot of color to this wonderful compote. We're going to strain some of them out so that we don't have that texture. Look at that wonderful color. And then to this, I'm going to add 3 sheets of gelatin that have been soaking in cold water. Squeeze out the excess moisture. Add that to the bowl with the warm grape mixture. Stir that to dissolve. And then we will add our roasted grapes. These are those same grapes that I had roasted on that pan earlier. I'm going to stir it just enough to make sure that all of the grapes are coated, and we'll chill this for several hours. Here we have our chilled panna cottas, our spiced grape compote with roasted grapes, and a little garnish of mint sprig. In order to unmold the panna cottas, to make it easier, I'm going to dip the ramekin into some warm water for just a second or two. And then take an offset spatula, or you could use a butter knife or a kitchen knife. Take my plate, unmold our panna cotta, and then I'm going to take my spiced grape compote with the roasted grapes and place that on top with a little bit of the sauce coming over the side. We'll garnish this with a little mint sprig. And here you have a Meyer lemon buttermilk panna cotta with a spiced California grape compote.